welcome back to Briar Rose Cottage. I am Lady Rosemary and the Moonstone Crone. And welcome to this very warm August day. Where I'm not feeling 100%, but feeling chatty. But not chatty enough to do once again, hello everybody. Big general hello and thank you to all my followers and supporters on both TikTok and YouTube. Yes, so this is the second video today. The first one was, what were they thinking? Referring to U.S. government, who is not, they're not thinking. What did they expect? Country full of animal symbols that will mess you up, and you decide to take us on economically, showing that you're not friends with us anymore. You can only take that for so long before you say enough is enough. So, how are we all going to survive this? Like, this is just insane, because it's going to hit on both sides. Canadians, when this all started happening a year and a half ago, Canadians started making shifts. So, some things are not going to hit us quite as hard. But I think there's still a lot of U.S. population that isn't fully aware. I know a lot of is aware, but they're just not aware of exactly what is going to be happening. And I think what needs to be done is people need to start running around on TikTok and YouTube and asking the algorithms the questions of, like, okay, this has happened, now what? Ask Google AI, man. I ask a question and I get some very clear answers. Clear question equals clear answers. And the clearer the question, the clearer the answer. What is going to happen? The economic collapse that's going to happen more in the U.S. Has been happening for years. I've been watching it. Too much credit, too much debt, not enough making sure, and I'm talking with my hand, not enough making sure the population is fed, housed, taken care of in healthcare and all that kind of stuff. It's gonna bite them. It's gonna bite everybody in the butt. There's an environmental collapse coming too, not just on top of this. I watched another video about such things. Like, people are paying attention. A lot of the right people are paying attention to fault lines in the Pacific Rim and what that means, and they're studying it and everything. But for the average Joes like you and me, what does that mean? You know, when you've got 2 seconds to get your ass to safety, a minute, as they were saying, but it might as well be 2 seconds. All the best laid plans mean absolutely nothing. So, how can we survive this? As always, knowledge is power, but also trusting yourself to be able to handle it. Like, do you have skills? Skills are key here. Simple things like, okay, you're out of the range, but now you have no electricity. You haven't lost your house. You still have your, your dry goods and everything like that. And you've got your disaster preparedness and you did the smart thing. But do you have enough for your neighbor? Because your neighbor might be on the other side of the economic collapse or the environmental catastrophe, and it's fire season. So everybody is understanding about some catastrophes as they've watched their house go up in flames in split seconds, as happened in the Summerland area of BC in Canada here. We got smoke here. And then to Trump, why would you tax our smoke when your smoke comes up here year after year after year? Because California is on fire again. Northern California. I think we're sharing. The smoke doesn't have borders. It doesn't recognize borders. So, you moron. I don't think that follows guidelines of kindness, but really, I guess stupid is as stupid does. So, there you go. Let's not be stupid. Let's be smart with our money. There are things that we need to spend money on, like vacations, but it doesn't have to be super big, expensive vacation. We need that time away from our regular lives to reorganize our head. So vacation is important. Another Gucci bag, Armani suit, some of the stupid things that rich people buy that we as poor people really ought not to even try to buy. I think that's what's important, and I think this is where it's coming down to. It's how we spend our money. If we do not spend our money on both sides of the border here to survive the economic changes, if we do not spend our money and we hang on to it, we quit using credit cards, which we just then get charged money on top of money we've spent, right? You're getting charged to spend money. That's what a credit card is. There are ways around ever getting charged fees. But most of us don't ever live there. The other thing is having truthful conversations about things. What do I need to spend my money on? Can I still live this lifestyle? And yes, it's shocking when you understand. It really sinks in that you can't. And I totally understand. I'm sitting here, my lifestyle completely changed. I've got another kitten has moved in that probably I will not be able to find a home for. I don't have energy, time, brain power, whatever. It's just easier to absorb said kitten into and worry about whether or not I can afford to have it than it is to sit there and say, hey, in a town where there is nobody who's looking for kittens. I wish people would quit making their problems my problems. And that might be a kindness, is quit making our problems somebody else's problems. So, I hate that I only have 10 minutes. Because the other one I had to do the same thing, sort of skim over shit. I'm skimming over things. So, the best way to protect your money when your economic climate is collapsing around you is to not spend it on things you absolutely don't need. Figure out what your needs are versus your wants. Do you need groceries? Yes, you need to eat. Do you need expensive groceries? Now there's a question. And that's up to each individual person, because some people can handle knockoff Cheese Whiz and I can't. I'd have to buy Cheese Whiz. It's a taste thing. Do we need more clothing? Can we get by? Do you have skills to fix your clothing so you don't have to replace it and make it go? What can you live without and what can you not live without? So, peace, love, and happiness, everybody. Take it easy. Remember to be kind, especially to yourself.